Hey Brian, you got a theme song for us this morning? Well, I guess that'll work. I was expecting something on the accordion though. Oh, well that's too bad. Hello, welcome to Stick Boy's Lab. I'm Stick Boy. You heard the theme song by Brian. He's also running camera today as well as doing other stuff around here. So today we're going to be doing some modifications once again on the WPL C24 Hilux. And today we're going to be cutting the hood out and making some hood hinges. That's the plan. And we intend to make it happen. Keep watching. So I started out with this X-Acto knife. The blade is actually not terribly sharp, but just coming down these grooves like this, following them, gentle pressure because you don't want to cut through, you don't want to run off track, you don't want to run out. When you come down through here, you got to be careful so you don't nick your grill. So I'm going to come up in here now, I'm going to remove these two screws. There we go, that'll help us out. We'll get that grill out of the way. And there we go. We've got two sides done, now it's this back that needs to come out. And we might be able to just open this up and flex it out of there. It looks like that may be the case. There's one side, there's two sides. So what I'm doing here is I'm making some hood hinges. I have this 20 thousandths brass shim stock, and what I'm going to be doing is cutting out some hinges, and I will probably do two of them and double it up, so it's 40 thousandths thick total, and I'll be making some pads out of that once I get it cut out. So I've drilled a center hole here to start, and then I'll carve out the outside of this. I'll probably rough that out with the bandsaw. So now I have these roughed out and paired up. So I'm going to clean up the back sides and solder them together. So I'm just cleaning these up with a little bit of 400 grit sandpaper. So I have these two pieces cleaned up here. You can see that. I'm going to put a little flux between them and then solder them together. I've got a little bit of no corrode flux here, which is kind of my go-to for everything. And we'll slide that one on there. So here we have our hinge, hood hinge. I'm going to put a little heat on here and solder it together. And I think that will do. We'll let that cool down and we'll clean it up a bit. Here at the little belt sander, I'm going to fire this up and clean up our piece a little bit. Right here, and this is going to be the mounting plate. This is going to sit right back up in there like that, and that's going to carry the pin that these will pivot on. I'm going to nip this corner off and put a slot in there, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. So here I have this hinge sitting in position, and hopefully I can join this without causing more problems. I think I got that. Hopefully I didn't just solder my hinge fast, which I may have done. I think maybe I did. There we go. It's a little bit rough, but it'll break in. Here I'm getting ready to solder this little foot on. I think I got it. Burnt my fingers. Must be done. So here I have the hood taped on, getting ready to take a test run on the hinges. I'll flip this over and I'm going to hot glue. I'm going to hot glue these guys in place. They should sit just about right there. If all my ciphering is correct. That's where we're going to try anyways. We're going to try it about right there. My hot glue gun is not quite warmed up. I'm just going to stick these on with hot glue, make it temporary, and then once everything works, we'll mark it, pull all the hot glue back off, and put on some real glue. So here you can see I've got it tacked in place with some hot glue. I've pulled my tape off, and we have an opening hood. My next step is I'm going to mark these hinge locations. Then I'll pop the hot glue off and I'll glue it back on with some real glue. So as you can see, I've got the hood taped back on. My ferries got the grill in place. So we're going to flip this upside down. I can see my marks there. I need to get the lid off of my goo. I'm using some E6000. It's a member of the Goop family. It's pretty good stuff. I like it. I've got my hinges here. I'll pull them off the tape. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. And that might even be too much. And a little bit on here. Trying to stay away from that pin so I don't accidentally glue things fast. Let me see if I can spread this out just a bit. And I'll see if I can get him placed. That looks like that's where that goes. Come in here with our second one. I think I'm going to bring this inside for the night. Let that glue cure up in a little bit warmer atmosphere than out here in the shop. Well, hey, finishing up this episode here on the hood modification. You can see we've got the cab, hood's still taped up here. I had it in the house overnight. Our glue is cured. Let's peel the tape off there and see if it opens up. Okay, it opens up. Just a little bit sticky. There we go. It opens up real nice, closes. Seems like it might even stay shut without any added help. I do need to trim off some posts and some things here and there. Got our grill glued on too. Zoom in here a bit. There you can see it open. There you can see it close. Zippity doo-dah. So I hope you've been entertained by this episode. I know I was. That's my entire purpose for doing this, is to entertain myself. So go out, have some fun. Don't be afraid to try stuff with these. They're relatively cheap and fun can be had with them. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Remember to play nice.